Um, just thought I would come on talk about the new news we got about Time Crisis. So here it is on Arcade One Up site. You know, again, four games: Time Crisis, Point Blank, Steel Gunner Two. Now, a lot of people are upset with the price, and I don't blame them. I mean, don't get me wrong, this price is expensive. Um, uh, so let's look at this. So this is Canadian, $1,034. It's I definitely will not be buying this at that price. I don't know if I'll ever be buying it at that kind of money, anywhere near that kind of money. Um, on top of it, if I were to get it from Arcade One Up, I'd be looking at shipping and duty, and that's even if they allow it. Because I was talking to somebody recently that said that they weren't shipping to Canada when he was trying to buy like a Mortal Kombat, but I don't know if that was just someone trying to get him off the phone because I got the Street Fighter through the the event that the charity event. I got Street Fighter and I got the Killer Instinct Pro because that was the only way you could get the Killer Instinct Pro. So and that's the only way I'm ever gonna buy straight from Arcade One Up because there's no like incentives to buy from them. And for if you're in Canada, you get hit with heavy shipping and heavy duties. So there's no incentive. The only reason I got that Street Fighter was because it was a great deal. And I had planned to sell my original Street Fighter, which I did. And I've actually now sold my original Mortal Kombat. So I do have the Big Blue. Uh, so I do have a Street Fighter, but one day I'll probably get another Mortal Kombat because I love Mortal Kombat. But I am glad I was able to get rid of my old gens at pretty good prices too. So, anyways, so yeah. So now with Time Crisis, so I believe it's 749 in American dollars, and a lot of people are surprised at that pricing. I don't know why they would be. Any shooter type game or racing game has not been cheap. You know, they have the extra costs of paying for the Sundin technology, which I mean, they made a deal with the guy, so it's not like they didn't already spend the money, but I don't know if there's anything beyond, you know, I don't know if it was just one payment or is it based on how many units it's put into. And I'm sure they were pretty sly and just paid him off one time. Who knows on that aspect though. Um, so kind of the pricing I thought it would be at 749 to be honest. Sorry about that. Um, Stands like 70 inches high, 20 almost 22 length, and then almost 19 width. Do find it interesting. It's only got one metal step. It does at least look better the way it was made compared to the originals. I feel like they got a lot of negative feedback and they went back to the board, which I'm happy about because the grills look exactly like how a Pro looks. Um, 70 inches high is pretty good. I was watching a couple of streams where the screen is taller, so it is taller than your average 3/4. So that's good. I think personally that it stands a bit higher, which I think for the shooting game, as high as it can be, is probably best. Uh, I saw Kong was moving back and forth because Michael B asked him how close could he be to the actual machine and how far could he be, and it sounded like he was able to step back, but also be pretty like 2 feet from the cab and have no issues. I know Kongs was saying as long as it can register the whole area, you're good. So you can you could be in this, like, if you're tight for space, you could be in a bit of a tighter spot. If you had the space, you can move a bit back. So that is nice to hear. Yeah, just thought it was. I don't know. I with the way the pricing's been, I'm almost surprised it's 749. I almost expected, sadly, to be like 800. Um, but that is the reality we are facing when it comes to these one ups right now. Don't worry about those prices. They're all Canadian. So when you're like, wow, over $1,000, this is kind of crazy to me because the Killer Instinct Pro was $1,000, right? Yeah, I guess it was more Canadian, so maybe not that surprising that this is over $1,000. Um, kind of interested. Like, I thought it was coming out in October, but maybe they're pushing it forward to try get some more sales out there. But I thought originally Big Reese had gotten it out of GameStop. I think it was GameStop, or maybe it was Microplay or something in Australia, that it was coming out in October from them. So it'd be interesting to see. Maybe that's been bumped up to September. I don't really know. But I would be excited to, you know what? Like, I don't have a shooter. Still debating on which shooter I really want. I kind of like T2, but like never paying these kind of prices for a one player game, like almost $1,000. Wow. Um, so yeah, I mean, I can get these cheaper here than these prices. I don't know why these prices are so high here. Like, yeah, weren't these a lot less before? Like, what's going on with this pricing? Am I just out of the loop? I feel like I'm out of the loop on pricing. But yeah, so I just thought that was kind of interesting. Hey, Arcade Talk, how you doing? Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, it is true. I, uh, I've gotten rid of a couple of my old ones. Like, I got rid of my Street Fighter One for, like, I think it was 425 Canadian, which is a really good price because I did that. Pretty sure it was probably earlier this year, or at most a little late last year. Um, and I just sold my Mortal Kombat original. I had the original Mortal Kombat that came in the Gen 2, if I'm not mistaken. I sold that for 500, so I did pretty well. Yeah, no, the pricing does seem out of control. I feel like I haven't looked at prices in a while, and I feel like I've really missed how much these prices are becoming. Uh, yeah, I definitely won't be buying this at full price. I wouldn't buy this anywhere close to full price. Um, how you been, man? I'm doing well myself. Just hanging in there, you know. Are you going to Cleveland Expo? I know that's a little off topic, but oh yeah, that that is super expensive. Yeah, no, The Wheel of Fortune is definitely not for me, and I don't think it's for most people in our actual community. I honestly think it's gonna mostly be bought by like grandmothers, to be honest, and grandfathers that just want to play on that. I'm sure you'll still get people that kind of like want an arcade room and they have people come over and they want to have different machines. I could see some people in the community buying it just to have a variety in their home for people to play, but I don't think the Casino Cade was for mostly wasn't for our community. It was to expand the the people they have. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to Cleveland. I was going to, but I just moved from. Oh wow, man. Um, Hopefully you're liking it. How long you been in North Carolina? Pittsburgh actually wouldn't be that far from me because I live just west of Toronto. That's like a 5 6 hour drive to Pittsburgh, but North Carolina is a bit more of a drive. Yeah. Oh, okay. Just a month. Okay. Yeah, it's we're getting some bad weather lately. We're getting some crazy weather here with thunderstorms and stuff like that. Constantly more than we've ever had. Oh, oh wow. Okay. I'm guessing you won't be picking up Time Crisis at these kind of prices. Did you get the encoder? Do you have an IR arcade? I can't remember. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't live too far from the border, but it's surprisingly because of where it is, where it kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It still would be like an hour and a half from where I live to get like to the U.S. side. Um, like I just thought it would be closer for when I moved to where I moved to, but it's still because of where it is. It's like I could go west, and in like 2 hours, I think I'd be on the U.S. side, and, and I think it's like an hour and a half to hour 45 for me to still go east. And I thought that side, it'd be like a shorter drive, but really, it isn't much. Never liked the look of so. Okay, yeah, I was always up in the air. I bought one when they went like on sale. I bought an IR arcade when the gold basically I think either got announced or came out, and you could get the original IR arcade for a good price. So that's when I bought mine. And I have the encoder board on the way, so that'll be nice. Do you work from home or? I did try to get the Dragon's Lair countertop when it went real cheap, but it was too late. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dragon's Lair was actually part of the reason I bought the IR arcade because of how long it was taking, and I wasn't sure if it was ever coming out on with Arcade One Up. I mean, I figured it'd come out eventually, but part of the reason I did buy one was because of Dragon's Lair. Had that not been like a title game on there, I might never have bought it. Even though there is a lot of good games that I figured out after the fact that were there that I didn't even know about that I used to love at an arcade. So that was a nice surprise. Oh, okay, it's cool, man. Hmm. Yeah, so I might actually land up going to Cleveland now because my plans changed for September. Initially, I couldn't go, but now I'm thinking about going. I'll have to see though because I'm actually just about to go to Chicago next week. I'm finally going to Galloping Ghost that I've wanted to go to for like 5 years. But then COVID happened, so I'm going to Galloping Ghost next week. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like more and more people are selling their like arcade one ups and getting what they initially wanted, which is like regular arcades, which is kind of funny. So close to the screen. Is that how close you have to get to the machine to play it? I no. From my understanding, the review I watched from Kong is that you could be like 2 feet from it, it's fine, but you can also be like 6 feet. You can be way back. You don't have to be that close to the screen. He was saying, at least, he was basically saying as long as the it can capture the whole picture, you can stand quite a bit back, and you can actually be pretty close as well if you'd like tight for space. So that's some good news. But do you have any real arcades? Initially, I was like, I had no interest in this game initially, um, but I am kind of like wanting a shooter game, so kind of deciding what shooter I want. Okay, five. Do you have Star Wars? That's one I want. Still haven't gone yet. I'm glad they improved the pedal at least. The pedal looks way better. I think they got a lot of negative feedback, to be honest, and I think they improved the design at least. Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to get the new one. I mean, I'd be okay either way, but I definitely want to get Star Wars at some point. I feel like I've been out of the game for a while because like these prices, like st- don't get me wrong, they're Canadian, but like this seems expensive. Like, weren't these pinballs like 500 American, or maybe they were 600 American? But this is still doesn't even make sense anymore. Is that like? I feel like I've been kind of out of the loop for a bit. It's crazy. Hmm. Oh, nice, man. Oh, wow, that sounds awesome. Have you been doing YouTube for a long time, or? Wow, bro. Pinballs were 500, but they're 750 US. Wow. These prices are going insane, man. I just, I don't know how anyone's supposed to afford this stuff anymore, to be honest. Like, uh, just realized something. Of course, I forgot. Damn it. I'll have to fix that after the fact. Two channels, wow. Oh, wow. What's your other channel? Oh, boy. Trying to see if there's anything else. There's really not much else information wise. Time crisis only for the single action foot pedal, 70 inches, two guns with mechanical slide action, Wi Fi leaderboards, light up marquee, 17-inch screen, includes 4 games. 100 pounds? Good lord. Need a dolly, man, these days for these things. Auto tip, oh, yeah, clear deck protector. So, just the same old, I guess. Okay, I'll have to look that up. I had no idea you had two channels. Oh, cool, man. What do you do on this channel? Uh, Oh, you play Ark, or I used to play that back in the day. Damn, cool, man. Yeah, true. 4 games is nice. Yeah, for sure. But I'm definitely not buying it at that price. I mean, I might not even buy it at all. I don't know. Like, I don't really know because I'd love to have a racing cabinet. I'd love to have a shooter cabinet. I don't have either of those. I'd, I'm kind of just waiting, I guess, on those to really decide which one I want the most. Um, I'm worried I buy like a racing cabinet and then they come out with other ones that maybe I want more. And same with shooters, I guess. But cool, man. Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed Ark, but I only played it when it initially came out. I'm sure the game is very different now. Yeah. Oh boy. We have there's nothing else really coming out this year that's new, right? Like that's the only thing we're getting this year that's really new. Oh well. Hello to anyone else in the chat. Um, so, do you have like a set time that you always stream at? I believe your name's Tony, right? Like, if I sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Arcade Talk. Thought your name was Tony, but if I'm getting that wrong, I'm sorry. Hello, hello, Amelia. How you doing? I'm good, and you? Are you into arcades, Amelia, or are you? Oh, you're very welcome. Do you have arcade one ups, or are you into arcade? Or actually, I'm an artist. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. Ah, okay, that's something that yeah. I mean, that's something I could contact you about. Yeah, for sure. All right. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. Thank you, though. All right, guys. That's basically all I had to talk about. So this was just an impromptu. I really need to figure out a time to schedule like every. It's difficult with my actual schedule, if I'm being honest. But I will have to figure out a time to like just stream at least once a week. I'm thinking. Um, I'm excited. The next video will be a much different video. I'm going to Galloping Ghost in Chicago next week. From yeah, so I'm hoping to get some good footage there. I've been wanting to go there before COVID started. Um, Finally, I'm going. So my next video should be pretty exciting. For anyone that's watching, if you want to hit like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff and Twitch stuff, be appreciated. It helps the stream. All right, guys, talk to you.